Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome back. This is the ultimate love letter. Thank you for joining the conversation. Emotional healing. Let's get into it. I spent the weekend on Threads, if you know this app, and I will say I had time this weekend. And what I mean by having time, meaning I had time to respond to what seemed like to be maybe 100 comments under a comment that I made. And I had time because I had a bit of food poisoning this weekend. And so I spent the day at home, not working, laying on the couch, simply resting and recovering. Thank you, God, because clearly I needed rest. I had a whole list of things I wanted to do over the weekend, and God made me sit down and rest. And now that I'm thinking about it, perhaps He created a way for this combo to come about, because it's something we really need to get into: emotional healing. So someone put up a comment on Threads, and it was simply speaking about what different countries are known for. And I made a comment regarding a certain food that I was surprised was not readily available in the country that I had visited. I would have thought this food was available on every corner of this country, but it wasn't. It's almost like you think about enchiladas would be readily available in Mexico, but then you go to Mexico and you realize enchiladas are not Mexican. It was kind of that thing. But I just made a simple statement, right? From my own experience. Holy mackerel. The level of comments, mostly hurtful, I will say. And I mean hurtful, meaning they were certainly trying to hurt me with their responses, but really hurtful, meaning I could see the pain in everyone that had the audacity to respond in such rage on what seemed to be such a light topic. It was just, thank you, God, because you were really showing us that we really need to get into emotional healing. And I'll have to say, I don't personally know anyone in my life, in my friend group, in my close family. I'll say this: close family, meaning the family that I engage with regularly. None of these people that surround me closely would ever take to a platform and just attempt to tear down people, period, whether you know them or not. And I just say that to say, so I don't really have that experience, but I do see it readily on social media. And my heart does pain for those individuals because I know that they can't see it, right? But they are saturated in such pain. And at some point, we got to look at ourselves and say, what is causing this? What makes me think that by lashing out on another would cause me to feel better inside? But in reality, they're not understanding that as we spew these hurtful narratives out into the world, we are only sure to do one thing: bring the pain back to us. And I will say, I had time. I responded to every single one of them. And even the ones that came with, adversity, disagreeing with my comment, I still like the comment as long as it was neutral, whatever. I like it, whatever. We can agree to disagree. It's not that serious. It's not that big of a thing. But I really was able to see the ones who used hurtful words like, are you dense? Are you retarded? Someone actually said that. My goodness, the level of rage. I couldn't even believe it. That they would use such inappropriate, insensitive language on such an easy post. People were asking me, was I rage baiting? And I laughed because I never heard the term rage bait in my life. And I didn't Google it, but I can understand what it means, right? But I simply said, like, rage baiting. I commented on a post, and you find people have jumped on my comment and are coming for me. How am I rage baiting? And what are you so angry about? The fact that my experience in this country and saying that this food, this staple food that I thought was a staple food, wasn't readily available in my experience, you're enraged about that? My God, what is going on within you? And I understand that these people really can't see it. If they, one person actually said, I actually just went on and told one person, I said, you know what, may God heal that anger, that rage within you. And this person said, you know, God is not real, of course, right? I could see he's definitely not real in this person's life because of the way you are responding. But he went on to say, God is not real and I'm not angry. Oh, God, get the hell out of here. You can't even see for yourself that you are on here spewing rage at something that is just someone else's opinion. And you say you're not angry. You are infuriating on the inside. And it is okay because honestly, it's not your fault, right? Things of our past cause these triggers, these trauma, these imprinting. But what is within your reach, what is your responsibility is to take the time and say, why? And how can I heal this? So that I don't try to hurt another, but in turn, as I try to hurt another, the sick cycle of just the pain and the hurt just keeps coming back at me. It's causing more pain. It's amplifying the pain. For God's sake, when will we step out of it and do the work to heal the wound so you can be free and live a joyous, happy, fulfilling, purposeful life? When will we do the work? And to someone like me who is actually doing the work, I can see, to me, it just looked like a bunch of 10-year-olds on a school ground, playground, just attacking other children because these poor children are being attacked at home, perhaps by their parents, by their siblings, by their neighbors. And so they are taught this. So then they come and they do it to others. And the interesting thing is, though, these are adults, these are middle-aged people, but the action is that of a child. Perhaps I see it as that because I know perhaps that's where the wound was created in childhood. And yet you are acting, you are a 50-year-old man in Massachusetts, and you are acting like a 10-year-old schoolboy. And you can't even see it. God bless you. And I mean that. God bless you. And really, when I was commenting to everyone, I really was just sending blessings. Even the ones that commented the most hurtful things and where I didn't want to give any energy, I just said, no, I don't want to give any energy, but I got to give a blessing. And so I would literally jump on and say, God bless you. And then when they would come back with more attacks, that's when I would drop it because I just really came to give my energy to give a God bless you. And I really mean it. God help him. Like, we need God to help heal these individuals. I desire to see a world that's healed. So then, yes, I have to pray for those that are unhealed and pray for those that are healed, but give blessings to those that are hurting. In turn, they're attempting to hurt others, but then really they're only hurting themselves. Really, none of those comments, none of them hurt me. It's just so incredible. And it's because I am healing these wounds. So I know who I am and I know what I stand for and I know what I bring to the world. So, but more importantly, I don't know if it's more importantly, but secondly, I can see through the darts that come at me. I can see that they're coming from a place of pain. And really, my heart just weeps for them. And here's another thing. I've been adamant in saying that the world is far more kind. And it is. Me, in all my travels, and I've spoke about this openly, I rely heavily on the people, the locals in that country to help navigate foreign soil, foreign language. And I have never been steered wrong. No one has ever tried to hurt me, steer me in a dangerous situation. Everyone has just been helping, giving. The world is really more kind. So when I see that in the world, but then when I go online and I can see out of, like 100 comments, most of them, maybe 70% of them are aimed to be hurtful, then I'm saying, what's true? Is the world mostly kind? Because most of the comments are hurtful. So it makes me think of this next point. Just like when we're in road rage, I feel like people feel perhaps safer to be able to road rage because they think, I don't need to be in this person's presence. I'll be out of their life in a few seconds, so I can lash out. I can spew hurt. I can try to give pain. Just like on social media, I don't know this person. I can hide behind a fake profile pic and a fake name, and I can just send my darts of anger out to the world, and no one's ever going to come. There's no consequences. Are you kidding me? Are you really freaking kidding me? No consequences? Do you really think you're getting away with anything? Yes, perhaps the person in the hybrid that you cut off and then flicked off in traffic, perhaps you will never see them again. But who else saw it? God, the universe. Dude, karma is real and you're not escaping it. Yeah, you flicked off and you spewed negativity at this one person. Life has got to give you it back. You're putting it out, you gotta get it back. So here comes, and not only do you get it back, but you get it back multiplied. So yeah, you may escape the person in the hybrid, but you didn't escape. What you got coming is a huge mountain of despair and anguish. Is coming right for your ass just because you couldn't in the moment let whatever happened in traffic go. Instead of just blowing them a kiss and giving out love and then waiting for that mountain of love to come back to you, you chose to give out hurt and pain. Well, congratulations, it's coming right back. And then we wonder why when we say there's no God. There's no God. Life is painful. I'm broke. I'm sick. I'm unhealthy. And then you're like, well, what are you putting out in the world? You're putting out things according to that trauma wound that you can't see or that you refuse to heal. So as you continue to look at life through that lens and then spew pain out in the world, you must, by law, get that back. At the same time, if we can dedicate to healing that wound, just sitting with it, feeling it, and then letting it go, then you begin to attract according to that healed space in you. Then you actually preserve your energy. You understand that you don't want to hurt other people because you're not hurting. The only people that are hurting people are the ones that are hurt. Hurt people. The ones that are healed are healing people. Healed people. So don't come to me saying I'm not angry, but yet you just cuss me out in the comments and you don't know me. You're fucking angry. You're angry at yourself and you're projecting it on me. Well, I'm going on with my beautiful life, untouched, unscathed, but I feel sorry because you, my dear friend, are going to reap what you sow. And here's the interesting thing. When I only looked at a couple, maybe some of the worst comments. I went to the profile like, oh my God, who is this individual? And then you see what they're posting about on their page. And then of course, it just all makes sense. It just all equals the pain that they're in. they're really posting about horrible things that are happening to them. One person, this is so sick. I'm sick to my stomach. I wish I would have never saw it. But the person who wrote the most horrible comment, I went to his page, of course, and the first video I saw was he had eaten, I'm going to throw up, sorry, but he had eaten a stack of pancakes and he got down to maybe the last bite and he pulled out what looked like a 20-inch hair that was creeping underneath the pancake. I'm sick. But I thought, of course, you with the most horrific, inappropriate comment is producing this in your life. And you're producing this in your life because you comment like this in life. You live like this in life because you believe there is no God. So of course you would consume a whole stack of pancakes only to find some disgusting, unimaginably long piece of hair in your food. Of course you attract things like that. It's your mindset that attracts it. It's your wound that attracts it. When will we learn? You're not hiding from anything when you're on social media. You're not hiding from anything when you're in traffic. You think you're hiding in the shadows. You think you're going unseen. God, and if you don't believe in God, the universe, if you don't believe in the universe, your highest self, something higher than yourself will make sure that whatever you put out in the world, you will get back multiplied. So do it for yourself. When you're putting out love and joy and healing and kindness and honor and truth into the world, you will attract, multiply all those goodnesses back. Why would you not want it? So how do we heal the wound? We simply have to feel it. We simply have to ask God why and really listen for the answer. I don't mean like, God, why me? And then just, that's the question. And then you don't wait for the answer. You're just complaining, God, why me? Why me? Why not them? Why me? No, ask why me, God? And then go a step further. What is this showing me, God? Why are these situations happening to me, God? Why am I catfishing people on social media? Why am I spewing out these hurtful things? What is this showing me about myself? God, what do you want to reveal to me through this experience? Oh, he will come through and he will let you know what it is. And it may not, of course, he's going to be speaking to you deep within. But of course, if you haven't really sat in meditation or in stillness and in quietness, you may not be able to hear it. You will hear it, but you'll most likely discount it. But remain open. Perhaps you open up a page in a book. Perhaps you do that. I'll challenge you. Ask God, what is the pain revealing to you? Then go to any book, the first book you see, and just open up a page and just read the first words that are drawn to you. That is your answer. If you don't have a book, go out, ask the question, and then just go for a walk. Read the billboards, the signs on the streets. God will use everything to communicate what he needs you to know. And then you have your answers. And then you begin to, as you begin to open up to those communications, those divine interventions, the way God is communicating with you, then you can just sit and let him open your heart. Allow all the gunk of the past, your childhood trauma, let it come to the surface. I'm here to tell you it wasn't your fault. There's no one to blame. It's not your fault. You didn't deserve whatever happened to you in the past. But I'm telling you, friend, it is your responsibility to heal it now and break the cycle. That's what it means to break the cycle, meaning I'm not going to continue to spew this hate shit into the world. I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to heal myself and change it to love that I'm putting in the world. That's how we change the world. We change ourselves. And then when God reveals what it is that you need to let go, you simply feel it. The pain that needs to rise up, what your mama did, what your grandma did, what your uncle did, what your neighbor did, let it come up. They suck. Forgive them. Let it come up. Let it come up for your own good. Feel it, cry about it, scream about it, kick about it, but then let it go. It doesn't need to hang around. It's only coming up so that you can let it go. I promise you from the depths of me, a beautiful, most peaceful, more serene, more abundant life awaits you when you let the gunk of the past go. You will be on an ascension you never thought possible. Go do the emotional healing, friend. So I never again see you at the bottom of somebody's social media page in rage, thinking you hurting somebody, but really you looking like a fool. You looking like a hurt 10-year-old. You are showing the world the gunk and the garbage that is within you. Cover up quick. Don't let them see it. No one needs to see it but God, because he knows, right? And you know, you're the only ones that need to see it. Shield yourself. Don't put yourself out there. Do the work in silence, come back healed and beautiful, and then shine that beautiful light. Let the world see that part of you, which is the true you. Until next time, love yourself more than anything. You got this. And then love others. We'll chat again soon. Bye for now.